This is a cottonwood tree.
And this is our kitchen island, which isn't finished yet.
After cottonwood trees grow to a certain size, which is usually pretty big, they fall down, like most trees. About a year ago, many people in the area, including us, lost power to our homes. And it was all due to one of these giant trees falling on the power lines. And while losing power is annoying, my friend Nils actually stopped by and said this giant tree actually provides us an opportunity. Nils has been hired to take care of this part of the forest by the landowner, and he happens to own a backhoe. And with permission, we were able to get that tree, haul it to Nils' house with his tractor, and start on a really fun project. I hope you like it. Here we go. To my left, shut up. Oh. To my left here, Nils is getting his fantastical contraption ready. As you can see, there's a giant log already ready for ripping. It glides along a ladder on these wheels and just holds your chainsaw in place. And is this called a mill? What is this called?
An Alaskan mill, a
porta-mill. This thing basically makes as flat of a slab as you can get without spending. How much are those huge mills?
Oh, thousands.
There's a surprise coming. If they're looking at the title of the video, I'm sure they already know what it is. We're making a bar top for my house. This is a cottonwood tree. Not optimal for making bar tops or other things for inside the house. We did find, however, that it sure is a beautiful piece of wood. The oil smells really good.
This looks really, really good. I'm really excited to have this in our kitchen. This is gonna take 24 to 48 hours to dry, but it'll take a full 7 days to cure. Luckily for us, this entryway is out of the way, so we can just let it sit here for the next 7 days and we don't have to worry about putting stuff on it.
These are, I don't know what you'd call these, scutcheons or something. Basically, these are gonna go up against the kitchen island and be used to hold up my bar top that I've been working on. And this wood is from the same tree that we got the bar top from. Once I got the bar top and these shaped, made, and in the house, I chiseled out the knots that are in the wood, and then I filled those knot holes with this black epoxy resin, and it looks really good, but I am having problems getting it to the shine that I want. If you look on YouTube with a lot of those epoxy resin projects, they really glisten, and I just not getting it there. But the next step was this product, which is Rubio monocoat. Either way, this is a hard oil or hard wax. I don't know what it is exactly. I know it's oil. Claims to color and protect wooden floors, furniture, and stairs in one application. If you had watched the last video on the kitchen island with the pallet wood, it's beautiful and it works great, and the finish on that is a polyurethane. Now with polyurethane, it takes 2 or 3 coats to get the finish that I really like. With this, they claim 1 coat. And then I also bought the accelerator that apparently you don't have to use, but the accelerator accelerates the dry time or the cure time. It's really easy. You just do the mix in a mixing cup. And then the applicator, they sent these, feels like a normal sponge, connect it to that, and now I have an applicator that I can rub this oil into the wood with. But the very last step is to wipe off the oil once you rubbed it in. And if you've worked it in sufficiently with your applicator or some other method, then wipe the rest of it off as much as you can. As you can see, it looks fantastic underneath. The pallet wood really brought this together, and as you can also see, the bar top is very strong. Just like that, our kitchen island is done. This really brings a feeling of completion to the great room and the house in general. Now we can start using our front door entryway, and we can start using the countertops like they're meant to be used. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. We have a lot more in the future coming your way.